Welcome back to the Voices of History. Today we're diving into a pivotal moment in American history, the Reconstruction era. Bro, what can you tell us about the social impacts of the Reconstructions?
Absolutely, Cadence. The Reconstruction period, which followed the Civil War from 1865 to 1877, brought about significant changes in American society. Let's pose our first question. How did Reconstruction affect African American communities in the South?
That's a great starting point. While African American communities gained some political rights and opportunities during Reconstruction, they also faced significant backlash. What specific social advancements did they experience during this time?
Good question. They saw the establishment of schools, churches, and some degree of participation in politics. However, emergency of groups like the Ku Klux Klan created a violent backlash. How did white Southerners respond to the newfound rights of African Americans?
Well, many white Southerners resisted these changes violently. Some adopted Jim Crow laws, which enforced racial segregation. So, Bro, in what ways did these social changes in Reconstruction impact the lives of white Southerners?
That's important to consider. Many white Southerners felt threatened and sought to maintain their social order through intimidation and violence. How did these actions influence the broader social landscape of the post-Reconstruction South?
The social divisions deepened, resulting in a long-term impact on the race relations in America. Speaking of long-term effects, how did the social changes brought about by Reconstruction shape public perception of race and equality in the following decades?
Reconstruction laid the groundwork for the civil rights movement of the 20th century. As the failures of Reconstruction continued to resonate, let's discuss another angle. What role did African American women play during the Reconstruction era in shaping their communities?
That's an interesting point. African American women emerged as leaders in their communities, emphasizing education and civil rights. How important was their role in the fight for social changes during this era?
Very crucial. They often organized initiatives, influenced cultural practices, and advocated for rights. Now, did Reconstruction also lead to changes in the social structure of white communities, particularly regarding class dynamics?
Yes, it did. This era disputed traditional power dynamics as some lower-class whites allied with African Americans against the elite. How did this coalition impact social relationships in the South?
It caused both tensions and temporary alliances, but ultimately racism often won out in the long run. As we look back, how can we apply the lessons of the Reconstruction era to today's discussions about social justice and equality?
Excellent point, Bro. The struggles of Reconstruction remind us that the fight for equality is ongoing. What do you think is the most pressing lesson we can learn from this period?
That social change requires persistence, solidarity, and vigilance against backlash. It's a cycle that we need to be aware of even today. Thank you for joining us in this enlightening conversation about the social impacts of the Reconstruction.
Stay tuned for our next episode where we'll explore the economic impacts of the Reconstruction era.
See ya!